Wait, you were not the father.
Nigga, delete it. Listen, I'm just, nigga, you can't joke.
My name is Chicky. Chicky. I name is Cha Cha. Cha Cha Cha. 15 seater reviewers?
I do. What's the mic in there?
What?
Did I do it, Pa?
What up, gangsters?
Welcome back to the KDK Productions.
It's Daisy Dorf up in this bitch.
Kimiana in this bitch.
It's Cam in this bitch. You already know that. And welcome to episode 17.
We lied. We're not doing the reactions anytime soon.
Yeah, that's kind of like
We got a lot of
we got a lot. But you know, since we are up 100 followers, and
yay!
we have something nice for y'all planned. And you know what? We'll just reveal that at the end.
Oh, and everybody got a new job.
Yeah.
Even though they trying to do me
hella dirty.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. It's giving racism.
It's
but, you know.
definitely giving racism.
Yeah, CBS. It's not that it's not doing it for me. It's that there's too much going on. There's only a few people carrying, and I'm not gonna continue with that bull. So,
Your girl's on 3 jobs.
yeah,
If you want to count the podcast, a 4th. Like,
yeah, you're on drugs.
but hey, we gotta make this money somehow.
Yeah.
That's another reason why we cannot.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we want to do the second channel, but that editing. Child.
then-
Hey, if one of y'all want to DM us and want to be our editor, you know, go ahead and do that. You know, go ahead and do that. If you want more content, that's how that's gonna happen. But yeah,
You got that shit assistant.
yes, I hope.
Okay.
Of course, we're doing Dutch decisions.
Ready?
Yeah.
A non-existent question. Let me look.
We only have 3 questions for today.
Yeah.
Off of those questions, I think we're gonna we can branch off of that. Yeah.
If you could get 2 things done, all expenses paid for, no questions asked, in your life tomorrow, what 2 things would you have
A house. A house.
Didn't
is-
even finish.
No.
It's like, go.
I would want a house and school. Yes. Cause I don't do payment plans. I just
battery for the car.
I would definitely be like a house, and I would be cliche and be like, the second part, everything in the house paid for, you know, mortgage and all that shit. But actually, no, that yeah,
Yeah, that would just be you owning a house.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, was that on the last podcast? Was that before the last podcast?
What? I have a car.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a car.
So now we all have a car. It's just that technical difficulties, you know. So yeah.
Big girl things.
So what would be like a second thing?
Any medical expense that I have, like whatever, you gotta get it done.
Get her in.
Get it
Get
done.
her done.
Like, you know,
Yeah, I would definitely own my own house as well. And the second thing, a new car. I'm sorry. I can't be in that.
Yeah.
bitch anymore. Oh my god.
That's a death box.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it is. It gives me hives thinking about it. But yeah, those are my top 2. Then I would just, you know, with the second job, stack my bread for school. So.
You know what I was thinking about last night? If I had, I don't know why it was $5 million. If I had $5 million, like, what would I do with it?
$5 million.
And with $3 million, I'm keeping myself. I think the rest, the $2 million, oh, $1 million is gonna go, like, I'm gonna put in like stocks and stuff like that, so it can like grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And then the other $1 million, I probably would share with like my loved ones and stuff.
I think that's a good way to buy it.
Thank you.
that's hard. I wouldn't know what to do with $5 million. Like, I'll be able to do everything that I wanted to do and still have $5 million.
Literally.
Like,
Yeah.
Kick.
I would,
Damn.
yeah.
Like, I would literally still have $5 million if I could. Like, ain't really going to change.
I would split $1 million into 4 because I want 4 kids, so that I wouldn't touch, and then they could have their own.
You
What?
talking about now?
For later.
You going?
I would for my future children. See, they be tweaking, bro. Take one of those millions, split it into 4, put it somewhere else for my future family. I got $4 million left.
You want
New
4 kids?
car.
Wait, that's what you said?
Yes. $4 million left. New car, new house. Put myself through school.
Yo, is that with the 2 things all paid for?
Ooh,
Plus $1 million? I mean, plus $5 million?
that would be different.
That'd be, yo,
I'm
like,
going on trips.
that?
I'm going to Costa Rica. We're going to Cancun. I'm going to Aruba, the Bahamas. I have,
Bruh,
all
that'll
that.
be so nice.
Mhm.
Let's manifest that.
Oh my god. Me and what were we talking about in the kitchen? About if we had money or something like that, like we would have like a specific cut to budget for the like KDK, and then like have our individual stuff. Like I don't remember how we got. I don't even know how we
Girl,
got.
we
to
just be
it.
chatting.
Yeah, I think
If we in the kitchen, I told you that's the spot.
Yeah.
In the house is the spot.
because I think I was talking about how I wanted generational wealth
Yes.
instead of being rich.
Yes.
And-
I always said I
Yeah,
don't want to
more
be
important.
rich.
Yes.
I feel like, we should definitely talk about that.
And
because-
financial stability, and I also want to have financial freedom.
And I want people to
Yes.
be financial literate. Like
Yeah,
not a
that.
lot of people.
I just think, especially with, I don't know, with
Gets kicked.
people are pushing the narrative to keep the money. It's to have the money, like, if that makes sense, so you can buy all these things that make you look like you have money, or make you happy now. Like, no, you're gonna blow through it, and you gotta save it. And if you do want a family, you gotta save it for them too, because what do you look like being the only person in your family with money and then not helping the rest of your family?
But
Like-
hey. But on different circumstances, if you do not have a good relationship with them and they did you
Oh, I
dirty,
meant the family you make, not the family.
Okay, I'm about to say you don't got to do shit. But
Yeah, some people in my family, I would
But-
definitely set up for good.
yeah,
Oh,
that'd
yeah.
just be so nice. Like, I want them to just rest. Like,
Yeah.
I would definitely also, obviously, really invest in going off grid. Really, like, finding my forest, building my house, living off the.
Just not even focused.
It's not.
Generational wealth is so important to teach because it'll come in handy later.
It really will.
Even for your own self.
And then that just goes into how we were talking about how even with that, my kids are still going to grow up knowing the lessons
Oh,
and things like that.
yes!
Like
Oh, yeah.
knowing how to work, getting a job, doing this, going to school, all this and that and the third, and not just being like, well, I know we got money, so I don't have to do
It's
shit.
like-
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry, I'm at that
People like that. Yeah.
Nah,
Because
I'm kidding, but-
we got into that part because I was talking about how Shaq lives his life. Like he didn't, he was an NBA player and then had kids and all that stuff. He said he doesn't want his kids to ever go and be like, oh, this is our money. He said this is my money. This is my money. I worked hard for this money. Not saying that I won't like help y'all, but it's just like this is my money that I have. Like you're not gonna say that I have this and I have that when it's cheese that I had. Like. No, he said if y'all want to invest in anything, like talk me through the plan and stuff like that, you're not just going to blow my money. You know, work hard for that money.
As you
Like,
should.
No.
Because I tell them all the time, we ain't rich. I'm rich. Yeah, we don't. No, you got to have bachelor's or master's, and then if you want me to invest in one of your companies, you're gonna have to present it. Boom, boom, boom. Bring it to me. I'll let you know. I'm not giving.
You gotta teach them.
Yeah, I like that. But there's certain milestones, certain rules, stuff like that. That's never gonna change. I don't care how much.
And
you
that's
have.
just structure for parenting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're just giving kids structure.
Because you might lose it all one day.
You
You never know.
Alright. Two.
I can't read.
I can't see.
Does your belief system motivate? Does your belief system motivate you to take action, or do you take action based on what is socially right and wrong?
Well, y'all know me. If I believe in it, I'm most likely to stand up on it. Like, it could just be a special interest. It could just be a opinion. Like, if I feel as though your opinion is bullshit, I'm gonna say that's bullshit. Because why are you saying bullshit in front of me? Because like, it makes no sense. And I mean, only because of obviously not really having friends and not really being good in social settings. What everybody else gotta say, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I will not do anything that's socially involved. But if I feel as though, because why would I be fake?
Yeah, more on my belief system, because I don't like social norms at all. I think they're very stupid, and I think they hurt more than help, and I think they're old, and they're
old and washed out, like,
yeah. Because let's be real, none of us really live like that anymore. And if we hear somebody talking about living like that, we cancel them. Like, it's not relevant anymore. But I just feel like I'm the type of person to speak. So, especially if I see something that I've already been through, or just seeing something that just straight up isn't right to me, I'm gonna say something. Because it's just, I feel better. I can't. Like, we were talking about, I think, like, last podcast, we were talking about holding stuff in. I cannot hold things in. It doesn't sit right with me.
I more so hold things in because my mouth get too reckless. And when I say too reckless,
I
like,
can control my
too
mouth.
reckless. So it's just like, let me shut up before I say anything. Because sometimes I don't think. Sometimes I don't think. But it's like, I've never really been in that. Again, don't nobody be messing with me or nothing. Don't nobody like say anything or anything. So it's like I never had to. But when I look around socially, you guys are bullies. Like, and then you guys do things for social media. Like, back in school, I seen y'all. It's to the point where it's like, you guys post these videos of you guys doing good things, but I always seen you guys doing bad things. And we already know.
A different person.
We already know. But it's like, what the f***?
Like, a different person on screen is just the weirdest shit ever. Especially when you have that person on social media and you look and you're like...
Especially when one of those people were the ones messing...
bullying
me! Like, y'all... remember when you... Yeah, I remember all that. So it's just like, I mean, again, I'm always going to be above it.
I'm only doing to get the music out.
And not even just that, like, it's not even, it's mad people, like, you guys are, but it's just like, I mean, hey, that's only if you believe people change, because y'all would literally be, what's so funny about being ableist? Y'all know, because it's like,
y'all are the ones that have issues. Let's talk about it.
Like, what are you not getting at home that makes you have to do this to others?
Clearly attention.
Yeah, clearly.
I go my belief system. I feel like if certain decisions that people make will be considered socially right, I guess it will come off that way. But I would never be like, oh, because the society says I have to do this and I have to do, like, I'm not doing that. Even with just like relationships, like if some people want to go the traditional route because it works for them, it works for them. But not, do you ever see anybody, especially in our age, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be traditional. I'm gonna obey my man. And I'm gonna be submissive all the way through. I'm gonna take care of all the kids. I'm gonna be a dishwasher. Like no. I go with what I believe in, and if it happens to be socially right, then I guess it comes out that way. But I will never sit there and be like, only what society says I will make my decision on. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
My question to y'all, is what do you guys consider socially right or socially normal?
I just think it was what the mass majority goes with, for the most part.
Topic wise, like, give me examples, because I don't understand it.
I don't like when they try, you know, our generation is big on like acceptance, so I feel like with certain things they accept it just because like there's a lot of it. Like, you know, like let me see, you know how they try to make pedophilia like part of the LGBTQ community?
Yeah.
What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for?
But even
like, no.
I think something to really understand it is like, okay, body positivity. Obviously, you kick it back 50 years, being fat was not at all acceptable. You were to wear a girdle in public because have you no shame, like shit like that. But now, you know, we're body inclusive. We just are, because sometimes it's really just genetic. And if somebody wants to be unhealthy with their life, let them. Like, What? But unhealthy does not always mean fat. Unhealthy could very much mean skinny. So, like, there's no problem with it. But I think, like, there's still, like, a general belief, especially with men, that bigger women have lower self-confidence.
And most of you guys are the one with body dysmorphia.
Y'all will wear shirts in the pool because you don't want anybody looking at your stomach.
And it's just like, but you are the same ones telling women that they're fat. Whatever.
And
Like,
tone for your.
suck some. Like, I smack shit out you, ho.
Can you lift double my weight? No. Word. Shut the up.
Like
that. I feel like stuff like that, like that general mindset and believing that is true. That's not true. Like
just stupid. I'm
think of like a
people.
one.
Like, ew, disgusting.
The idea of masculinity and femininity having to be male and female or dark and light.
There's
like,
even just gender, honestly,
Yes.
labels, all this stuff is honestly.
That's why people have such a big problem, especially with light-skinned women saying that they like darker men.
Oh, wait, no, okay,
Or
that makes
dark-
sense.
Yeah,
That
or
makes sense.
black men saying that they want a white woman.
Come on.
That's that same, or white women saying, I just like a strong black man. I just like a.
Did I ever tell
It's
y'all?
not sitting right.
Did I ever tell you about this girl I met in college? She, her name was, I'll bleep her name out. Yeah, her name was. She would come to me. She was always like my lab. She's in most of my classes. Like, she was my lab partner and my stat partner and stuff like that. So she was having a rough day and she didn't go to school. And so then I called her and I was like, "Are you okay?" And then she was just like, "Me and my boyfriend are going through a rough patch. But I really try not to like get on him because he's a black man. I already know what he has to go through." And I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Well, he cheated on me." I said, "So what does that have to do with him being a strong black man?"
Is she?
Yes.
Okay, so my thing about this now, to the point where I'm at, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
You just say
Honestly, if you
You are not exempt.
I don't care, because the thing about it, half of y'all just be fetishizing.
and you're just bad, predatory people.
Gets kicked.
So
You guys are racist too,
yeah, let's be honest.
because hang on. It's so many. It's just so many. It's so many.
So many.
It's so
And
many.
yes.
And it's like,
I'm sorry, but if we're gonna talk about struggling black men, the most disrespected person on the planet is a black woman.
Then
So,
I put that TikTok.
especially
I
black-
posted that TikTok.
Did you?
I-
oh yeah, the one that
I
I
don't
said.
put the
The
clip
one
in.
that I said. Yeah, put it in the clip.
Yo.
Because I don't know, something about black men bringing up their struggle against black women is I don't know.
but
man.
think about the situation. God rest his soul, who got stabbed by his white girlfriend, and his family is begging for black women to help him when he had a whole history of bashing black women on the internet.
I'm
saying
sorry,
that
like
that's not our
No.
prayers to their family, and
No,
I'm gonna keep
right,
it
no
pushing
bad
and keep
speech,
it moving, because
but that's what
not
happens.
that's not my business. You want
there's different types of karma, and
1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going through 3.
How would the world look?
I bump you on the corner of my.
How would the world look if everyone took a little bit of time a day to learn more about themselves?
Maybe they wouldn't be such.
that, and maybe
I feel like the world would be stronger.
Yeah.
yeah, strong. I feel like knowing more about yourself turns into more contentness with yourself, which turns into less anxiety, depression, and stuff like that. Especially when you do have it, and you go to get yourself treated, and you know about yourself, and everyone might just be healthier and work together more.
I was about to say united, because you wouldn't have that jealousy towards others, because
you're
you're
comfortable
comfortable with yourself. You
Yeah.
don't envy others, and because you're good with yourself. Everybody works with you. Hey, you don't do their own thing. I understand why you act do the things you do, and just heal. You wouldn't be you wouldn't bash somebody because you know what I mean.
With that, like with the whole jealousy and like all that stuff, I was thinking about that like a while ago, I was thinking about what if we never had like famous people. Like I feel like the chain that I had in my head were endless. Like I feel like people being recognized for like their talents and stuff like that. First of all, hard work always beats talent. So I just feel like some people are hard work beats talent.
Not always.
I feel like it does.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That could be a little poll.
Because some people really just have the talent, have a gift, and they just are, and they're noticed for it, and they can do what they do well, and that's just what they have.
But okay, yes, I'm the same. It's like I see it 50-50 because it's like there's people who just have a gift, but then you see so many people who work hard all their lives, went to school all 4 years, did all this work, and it's not being recognized. Their hard work goes undone and things like that. I mean, obviously keep pushing. You gotta advance! You know what I'm talking. That's what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like I'm with you on that, because if you keep doing the hard work, if you're good and within yourself, you're going to make it.
But I feel like recognition and being able to do are two different things. Recognition is someone seeing your work and be like, oh, they can do that.
But if somebody sees your work, the opportunities start to roll in.
Yeah. Because people appreciate hard work more. I do believe that. I just don't think hard work always beats talent.
Because think about it. With talent, there is hard work in that. Because you have to keep improving. You have to keep doing better. You have to keep leveling up.
But the people with talent just think, I'm just like that. I can do this whenever I
want. Oh, that's them. See, that's them.
Like that.
I don't know what they got going on. But the way I see it is like, I mean, I never envied famous people. I never had a role model as a famous person. We just had that conversation too. Like, I never really... I don't even watch TV. So, like, I don't see them. The only time I see them is on social media, and I didn't get on social media until I was like 15. So it's like seeing that type of stuff, it's like these people are fake, and you don't know their lives. So it's like they have the platform, but they're shitty ass people. Just like Kim Kardashian, work your ass off. You ain't do shit. You ain't do nothing.
That's it. Like, that's all you did. And your
mom is the one who made you get that thing.
If we want to talk about it,
that's a hard working
right there. But people telling me that I could, I could dance and I'm so smart. I've never just thought, oh, well, I could just do that. It was with me dancing. It was, oh, well, I see people better than me, so I gotta go. I gotta do well with that. Or with me being smart, I can remember certain things, but I'm not good at everything. Like, I do need help from other people. Like I told you, especially like with English, terrible. I always needed my mom to revise my papers and shit like that, because that was not my strong suit whatsoever. Even though I might be considered as smart, I was smart in certain things. So I wasn't like a...
I honestly see talent and hard work in both together, but because everybody has a talent in their own way.
Yeah.
So their talent might be their work.
This bitch can play the piano off of ear, and she can play guitar backwards. I've never...
But if you were to post that on like TikTok, you would go viral.
Exactly.
And then boom, opportunities will start rolling in.
To be able
that's talent, yes, girl. But it's just like when you grew up without somebody telling you that you're talented.
That's why you don't think.
That's why you think hard working is. Oh shit! That's why I was like, it's 50-50. But I see where you were going. But really think about it.
I knew exactly why you thought like that as soon as you said it. Like.
Like, not the realization.
Did you work for it right? Like, that's all I see.
Mommy, I did this. And
you were supposed to.
Like, see, growing up with that, it's gonna stun your mind.
Right.
It's gonna change your way of thinking. Yo. Not so shadow work coming light night. Light night.
But like me, that realization, I was thinking like, do you like the chain that I had in my head? Like if people didn't get recognized for certain things, everybody would be at the same level. But if people were at the same level, then with like income, like capitalism, and then like I don't know, I just feel like it's good that some people like it's I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's good to have brackets, but at the same time there shouldn't be people on the street. So that's where I got it.
Yeah, it's a sick. Okay, I agree that this is built in a sick system for us to be able to advance, because you're supposed to be as a human. I believe that you're just supposed to
we're just supposed to be here and exist. We're not supposed to be working.
Not working, but definitely advancing yourself and your spirituality and shit.
That's what you're supposed to be doing. And that's why I said not working. When I be telling you I don't want to work, I don't want to do physical labor. Like, I'd rather work on myself and grow from there. For my spiritualists, y'all know how we supposed to be really living.
Seriously. And I much more appreciate the mental and personal bettering from what you were grown up on more than the physical work. Like, yes, the physical, you worked hard, you did your shit, that's great. But how do you feel?
Yeah.
Like,
but
I don't know.
The way I feel also, because like I just said, the way we're supposed to be living, but I'm also grateful we're living in the way we're living right now, because it's all gonna...
It's a test. It's
It
really
is,
all a test.
right? It's like...
The projector
y'all
gonna
know
fail
what
one day.
Y'all know what I'm thinking. Y'all know what I'm going for. I don't want to,
That's what it's like. In a sick way, it's built for a reason.
It's built...
But
It is, but
we
it's
living
so
in the
fucking...
Truman
people
Show.
should not be on the street. I don't agree with
That
that.
is so
There's
terrible.
people...
Yeah.
There's, I just seen a video of New York officers, and they passed a thing where the homeless can't like be on the streets or whatever, and they was pepper spraying them, spitting on them, taking their blankets and everything. Like, I think a law just passed or something
Until
like
you
that.
put them in a house, I don't want to hear shit. Until you make shelters livable, I don't want to hear.
That's another
It's
reason why
like-
some homeless people like they commit crimes, like jail.
Yeah,
Go to
you
jail.
just- you get food, clothing, warmth,
Exactly.
like
That's why.
shit just makes me
jails
so
are
mad.
That's a whole nother conversation as to why jails are so large and how it's really the biggest moneymaker.
It's jail in college.
Jail, college, and pharmacy. I know about that. Because, like, people,
Big pharma.
big pharma. Because yes, I'm part of the problem. But like, I've seen so many unnecessary medications or like push for medication other than talk about it, therapy, treatment, like stuff like that.
And I just saw a TikTok about how like this lady said that she really gets shitted on for like creating her own medicines and
Yes.
going out. And,
I don't understand.
like
that.
I don't understand it at all
Because
Yeah.
like last year I was eating dandelions that I was picking. People was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Do you understand how many health benefits? You can eat the entire dandelion, including the root.
Yeah, especially the
Like,
stalk.
just do your research, and maybe you know why we're doing this, because what they're giving us is not helping.
No,
Like,
it's band-aids
it's
versus versus
even
cures.
in baby lotion, baby food,
Yeah.
our water. Do you know what they're doing? You see the whole thing with the scientists? They were protesting because we're heading for a catastrophe, obviously, because they keep pouring fossil fuel in the oceans. They're just pouring it in the oceans. They're pouring it in people's water, and it's a law's passed now where it's just like, in some places you're gonna have contaminated water.
Oh,
And they arrested all those scientists.
wow!
And it was on TikTok. It was crazy. I'll show you. Okay, I think I can see this one. What areas of your life are you growing and have taken the place of other areas of my life that are currently fading?
Oh my god, wait, by the way, these questions on the
Yeah.
board are from
It's slickest. It's slickest.
Thanks. I feel like I feel like I'm growing spiritually. I'm having more self-talk to myself without that being negative. And I've stopped myself so far with like down talk. And I feel like even just my adulting area, I'm getting, I'm rising. I feel like I'm only 20, but I feel like I'm on a really good track right now for me being 20 and having things that I have and the mindset that I have. And lately at work, I just been called like wise and like I have a good head on my shoulders. Yeah, like today I had a really nice conversation with this lady, and she was saying like, the stuff that I was telling her, and she was just like, you sure you're 20?
That's how they be.
She's like, the lessons that I was telling her about that I've learned, she said that she learned like later down the line, or she's probably still in it. And
That's what my grandmother told me. She was like, you know a lot more than a lot of adults my age know now.
It's
like,
so crazy.
It's because they didn't. Y'all know about them.
Even that lady, she was just saying like, "Yo, it's just I lived in a different generation."
Yes,
Yeah.
it's literally
so hard for her to break out of. Even with she just accept. She said herself, she just accepted her daughter. Her daughter is a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
She just accepted her daughter, and she was just like, she just took her in. Because I think it broke her when she realized like her girlfriend's parents didn't accept her, so she's like, why would I want to do that?
Repeat that cycle.
Yeah, I think she physically saw it.
Yeah,
and that's when
That's what it takes.
It took that far. She's like, no, like, I love my daughter.
Yes,
now
that's what it
If
takes.
you love your child, you're gonna stick beside them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, spiritually, I'm getting back into it.
You having dreams? I'm so proud of you. She's having
But
dreams.
the aspect of my life, I completely stopped smoking blunts. I don't even.
I'm so proud of you.
She see a blunt, she be like,
I'm like, get away from me. She's like, you're right. I'm just getting my little blunt.
But I don't even smoke papers. I don't really like them. I'm a bong gal. But that's also been cutting down since I had the tobacco out of my system. I don't even feel the need to smoke. So it's just like, I don't smoke before I go to sleep. I've been like sleeping and stuff. But I did pull an all-nighter yesterday because that 1350 sent me in a spiral. Oh, I didn't even. So I quit all that. So the smoking journey is not gonna be gone, but like the blunt era is gone. Maybe I can't, little something, but like that's after I'm like a year off of blunts type shit. Yeah. Yee. But I also want to grow. I mean, I'm growing mentally. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping to grow. I mean, I'm hoping to gain my sanity back, having control over my brain. That's what I want. Yeah.
I had a part of my life where I I would definitely say there was a lot of pain that I was going back and forth about acknowledging, and it's funny because it's almost like I was like sitting in the pain, but it was weird because I was denying that it existed. So
you was gaslighting yourself.
She does that a lot.
Anyway, yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily say I was like sitting in that victim state, but at the same time, I don't know. I was fighting myself about even acknowledging that. But now that I feel like I've healed a lot of things, or am healing a lot of things, and now, especially with me actually making appointments to make myself better, instead of just like going with the, oh, I can't focus, or I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. People say I'm this way, so I can't. Like, no, I'm actually taking responsibility of the things that I went through, and the things that I see, and the things that I do, and I'm trying to fix it. So yeah, the sitting part of healing is over. And it's so crazy because I feel like I don't know. Like I said this in one of the other episodes, I look back at myself and see a different person. So, and it's just crazy to me because y'all think y'all know that person. That's not me.
This is real. This is me.
I need that text back now.
Do you see why I went in a spiral when I emailed them yesterday and they was not emailing me back until this morning? I'm not about to work for no fucking 1350.
Who's working?
Oh, did y'all see the first ever Black Supreme Court justice is a woman with locks?
Did y'all see that?
Did y'all see that?
You should have said that.
I'm glad. I know, but I just
Seen the picture. No, I knew
that picture. And I'm just, I'm very happy to be part of a generation that gets to see a black president, a black Supreme Court justice,
representation,
a black VP.
Love a black woman for infinite to infinity.
Like, people, like, I was sitting here talking to my dad about it, and he was really like, this did not exist when I was younger. And I'm sitting here like, what do you mean? Like, you had to stare at white people all day.
Yeah.
Like,
even in other countries, like in India, there's only fair-skinned Indian women on television. Like,
Like, that's really crazy to me. Or like certain if you talk to your grandparents about certain nursery rhymes, that's I got into that hole yesterday on TikTok about how they changed a lot of the words because the word was a hard R. Like
hard R.
Like what was the
Ring around
Ring around Rosie.
no, that's about dying.
And there's one
wait.
I'm gonna show you.
Wait, it's like
Granny Mom. In America, we know this as the song
Oh,
used
yeah.
to determine who will be it in a game of tag, but until the 1980s, the lyrics were actually eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catching on
Everybody's clothes.
If he hollers, let him go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Jimmy Crack Corn. This song is about an enslaved person lamenting over the death of his enslaver. The song was used in minstrel shows for years as white men performed in blackface.
I'll put it in there.
But like, the list goes on.
It does. Hers was gonna go on. Like,
and that was a great video.
This is why I'm glad we're in the generation where there are black authors creating black books for little kids.
That too.
You know what I mean?
Like, that didn't exist.
Like, it didn't, and that shit makes me so happy. Even just self-care books. I see these young black women our age over there making books and shit about. It's kind of like Milk and Honey, but it's self-care wise, and it's like I want to get it because she has like 8 out. It's so nice.
like that. Like before, they really had white people like behind the scenes for this shit. Even with like Euphoria, when people were saying like, oh, Sam Leveson shouldn't be, like, he should let other writers be a part of it. You see the credits, it's just him. He's not part of the LGBTQ, and they have him directing that. Like, they have, like, they have, that's what I'm saying.
It's like there's native movies and not even native people playing native characters.
That one
exactly,
blows my whole.
Like, what the f***? Like,
And y'all are putting all those damn feathers and beads on like you know what they mean, and you don't.
It's a costume.
Do you know how many people, speaking of Native Americans, do you know how many of them are on reserves and treated like shit and they don't have clean water and they're...
you know how many are missing?
You know how many white people like just go on their land and start camera to their face and bring diseases and like,
they be on sacred land. They be on sacred land that specifically says do not go, and they go, and I'm just like,
oh my god, they're the biggest group of people for alcoholism and for smoking because their lives are just at this point rooted in trauma. And white people wonder why we hate white people.
yeah, not even just white people. There be POC that just be bullshit.
That's another thing.
And it's like, I understand, I'm always gonna be for it, but a lot of y'all are not for us. But there's been a lot of support from the black community to like all these other communities, and then you see their communities bashing our community. Black lives don't matter.
I'm telling you,
so it's just like that's why I don't
yo.
like to use POC loosely. I don't really like that term.
Yeah, because
I like bi POC.
Black women who are the advocates for everyone, but everybody treats them like shit.
Yeah, that's
the real tea,
bro.
Like, especially if you've ever dealt with older Asian people specifically.
I've experienced Nancy's parents. Her mom is racist.
Like black people.
They don't. So it's just like it's hard. It's really hard to do all this stuff when you, and then it's like, I understand there is a lot of, black people, you guys also be doing dumb shit, racist shit. You guys, people saying black people can't be racist. We can't be racist towards white people.
White Americans.
Yes.
Towards everybody else.
That's why towards everybody else. Yes.
Giving racism.
Yes, you can. So it's just like, everybody just needs to do better, bro.
But okay.
And another thing about black people, especially, I don't even think there's a regular group, but the black people that are homophobic, and mainly the black people that are homophobic and ableist. That's what I'm looking for.
There's a trend going on.
Using slurs.
That's ableist as
Yeah, you using slurs like that and thinking it's okay.
You say this all the time.
Man,
yeah, it gets her mad as
it pisses me off.
I never liked the F word. Even as a kid, when I was in elementary school and I heard that word, it literally just, I wanted to throw up. I didn't even know what it meant, but it was my who said it. And no,
Self-hate?
It was elementary school. Like when I say elementary, we was in like first grade.
No, black parents. It's that
because he
I don't
was
know what it is.
a feminine kid. He was more on the feminine side as a kid, so it's just like,
so yeah,
you know what I mean. But he would be like, I don't like that word. It just
I can't
disgusts
stand the
me.
R word. I cannot stand it.
That got done with chokehold saying that.
That's what them two words y'all keep saying, and then y'all want people to be on your side. You can't do that.
And that goes for everybody, y'all. Also,
but focusing like
Able
you're
shit.
really we are an oppressed group.
and we are. But we need.
Can't keep.
This like unpopular black people edition because
literally
there's a lot of things in our community that we need to work on. Like you fucking coons.
I'm just preaching today. I hate me a coon and a colorist. I can't do it.
A coon, like the way I look at it now, at this point where I'm at, if you are my friend, anybody, anybody, and you were to date somebody who was homophobic and transphobic and colorist and all this stuff, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore, and I'm not gonna talk to you because at this point, why would, if it doesn't line up with your beliefs or what you're putting out, whatever you're fronting, but you're dating that again, Billie Eilish, like fucking
Rihanna.
Yeah.
What's that? Robert, the one who was in Twilight. He's dating this one girl. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I know you're talking
She's colorist as and doesn't identify as black.
Wait, okay, now I don't know what you're talking about because that
This
sounds outrageous.
You know that, and the way he did FKA Twigs, horrible. I will never forgive him for that. The whole thing with Rihanna. I love Rihanna, whatever, but her entire past dating was colorist. But you're doing all this for Fenty. I understand. It's great.
You're current.
But like, you're current, but all her exes are colorist.
I only know
Every single one of them.
except for that white man. I think
He was colorist.
was he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
That is so sad.
This is
know
why
where
you
it stem
can't.
from,
This is
but-
why you don't idolize these people.
You know, I have a specific acquaintanceship that I struggle with because of this. No. That I struggle with because of this fact. Because it simply does not line up with my beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, I was very much, who am I to tell a person that they can't believe that? But when it gets to...
I know who you're talking about.
Because you heard it on the phone.
Yeah, because I was like,
I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like...
I was shook as hell. But it makes the culture.
The culture makes sense.
Jamaican culture.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But it's so
It's so
in there.
bad. I had to hang
it.
up. I had to hang up. Cause she texted me. She's like, I know. And I was like,
I don't even know what to say. Cause I
shook as. Oh, we were talking about JoJo, right?
JoJo Siwa.
Yeah. It's around that time. I think when she came out or around that. Oh, I know the dance. I think she was just like,
yes.
She's a girl. So why is she trying to act like a man or something like that? And I was just like, cause I didn't know what she was talking about at first. Cause I don't keep up with JoJo. So I didn't know what she was talking about at first, and then she was catching me up like, oh yeah, she came out, and this.
And they did a Cinderella where JoJo was the prince, and her girlfriend was the princess.
Yeah.
And then she was like, so yeah.
I didn't even. Oh my god.
And then the argument was, well, I don't push. Why would you push being gay on children? And
You can't.
Hey, you can't. But
Literally,
I sat there.
And this is for the
interested.
viewers because I'm talking to one specific person. I seen their post,
Ooh.
and it was a cartoon. I think it was Rugrats, and they were like, I guess I think it might have been a reboot or something. They was like, or a reboot of a cartoon, like a child cartoon, and they made the character gay. And they was like, why are you trying to push this on kids when you could clearly tell they was gay in the show before they even came out? Like. Just say that.
I can't. There's no pushing gay on nothing.
You can't. Like,
if I don't care if I grew up with two moms. Everybody know I like boys. Like,
you guys are just not comfortable in your sexuality, and that's just it. I know I like whatever I like. I personally don't care. I don't care about labels. If you have a bomb personality, and I feel you.
Yeah, but
if you're straight, then it's like you're straight, and if you're bi, then you're bi.
If we're talking about pushing things on kids,
let's really talk about
How about we talk about sexual assault being covered up? No. Or
the mental damage that you can do to the kids.
Oh, by telling
them
the
they
kids,
look fat. They're eating too much. You need to finish this. You're eating too less. You look like a slut. Why are you wearing that? Red lipstick is a hussy color. You can't get your nails painted red.
Jezebel.
Suck my dick. Imagine, I wanted to say that so bad.
It was at Wendy's. She was like, she's one of those, homophobic people. Because this is it was the same week where the white boy was on. I think he called the gay boy slur. And so that's the next. I wasn't there for that. The next day I pressed him for it. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing that for? But everybody sees him as like, he came from jail, hella tattoos. Like, why are you in his face like that?
Who gives a
who cares? What are you? He's so just you're racist and now you're homophobic. Like, and so then we were talking about like because at that point this is the gay boy. He was like,
bye.
Yeah.
He's
No,
now.
we're talking. No, Wendy's. This is Wendy's. Like, it's a whole different. Yeah. No, it's a whole different. He was like, go. He said, you Sam's making that. Make my. And so then the girl was like, see, I don't understand these. And I was like, oh, bitch, I'm not. No. And then she's talking about she's one of those people that thought that it was pushed on the kids. She's like, this is exactly why I said her little boy is like, he's probably, yes. No, I think she's related to her. I think she's related to her.
Me.
That's the question.
Her kid was like 4 at the time, so it is years wide. So it's like he's probably like 6. She's like, that's why I said my little boy in front of the TV and watch twerking videos because
that's sexual.
What are you doing that for?
That's traumatizing him. What do you?
That's like Boozy having his kid by a prostitute.
Yeah.
And Kodak getting strippers for his kids.
Rape. Like,
and that's like again, and then a lot of men, they have sexual assault stories, but the way society just says, oh well,
you should want this.
You should want this. Or as a kid, when they had probably told somebody, they probably told them, good job, don't tell.
I'm sorry, but kids having sex at 10, 11 just doesn't sound right, and it's
like
stemming from a problem.
And a lot of y'all don't realize it's assault because of how it went down, and it's just so sad because it's like you guys have there's support groups out here. There's women, there's men, there's other men who.
Yeah. Both of them. Both of them. It's so common. It's so common. It's just like, even he did not know until he said out loud when he's talking to me. I'm like, she watched.
That's assault.
You don't think?
This reminds me. Can I tell the story?
Of course.
Okay.
No.
It's about her. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so she calls her, and is when it was back in the Wendy's days when she hits the. Yeah, this nigga won't leave me alone. And I'm listening, I'm like, this don't sound a little right. Cause he touched on me. He did what? Yo, I flipped that car around so fucking quick. I was all the way up High Bel Air and I went all the way back to Abingdon. And I walked in there and I told him I was her girlfriend. And I said, that nigga better be ready cause I'm a shut up.
He hated Kimmy.
Hated my ass.
Yo, he hated her.
He hated my ass.
He forgot.
He forgot everything. I think after a week, he went blank.
Who's that?
I thought she was ugly.
I said my girlfriend. Oh.
She not even all that. I know bad shorties.
You date children.
Kick.
You're a
He
pedophile.
really does.
Your baby mama's shit.
I went to school with your baby moms. Like,
Aren't you 28?
Didn't you graduate in 2012?
Didn't somebody just buy your scooter? Thinking that you were a senior? Bye.
The scooter is creepy.
She literally like,
yeah, we want to buy him a scooter because we see him walking to work every day and like.
looks like a good kid.
Nobody should do that.
Are we talking about the same person, ma'am? Kid?
Looks like a good kid.
He throws gang signs as he's walking down here. What are you talking about?
Hey, oh my
I'm talking about
god.
Lil Baby the best rapper.
Bye, because I can't.
You haven't seen Squid Games? God damn.
Paying in full? You ain't never seen Paying in Full? I don't know who he's talking to about that. That's all you hear.
I don't even listen to Pop Smoke. Like, damn. He said, I'm from Queens and Brooklyn. Which? A Blood and a Crip. Huh? I'm from, what's that called? Shut the hell up. I say Abbott. Yeah. That's in Brooklyn, right? Okay.
Okay. I guess this is the end. I guess the surprise is if you ever catch us at a party, y'all, you gonna see us. We may or may not have a little mini mic, and we may or may not interview you.
You never know. If y'all have any suggestions for this podcast, hit our DM or you hit us individually. All of our individual stuff will be in the description and in the little bio. Even though we haven't posted in a long time for our second channel, please go ahead and watch it. So go
support, because it'll come when the day comes.
Yeah. When, or if y'all have ideas, send them our way. We might be able to fit it in.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we're gonna close this out. Let's stay the door up in this beach.
Kimberly Alicia.
It's Cam and this bitch. You already know that. And we sign out this whole.